Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Peace. I hope that you are all doing very well today. And today I'm going to be talking about how not to be a pick me person. Could be a pick me girl, pick me boy, whatever. But it's the idea of not waiting for things to come to you and hoping that you will be picked and going out there and taking your power back. And that's what this episode is going to be all about. I hope you enjoy.
From beautiful seas to flourishing legacies.
So what is a pick-me girl? According to most people, pick-me girl is someone who really wants to be chosen, right? It's the idea of being chosen, of the opportunity coming to you. If you have enough followers, if you say the right things, if you look the right way, if you know the right people, there is probably a very high chance that someone will come to you and pick you for something, right? It's the same idea of being known and being seen, and then people would appreciate you and whatever is related to that. So there is this push for people to be this way. If you look on social media, the more followers you have, the more people you know, the more opportunities come to you. And that's the idea behind it. It's all about opportunities, right? So why am I making this episode if that is just the way things are and that's just the way things should be? The reason why I thought it was important to make an episode like this is because not all of us are comfortable in having opportunities come to us. I'll give you an example. According to so many religious people, especially in Islam, there's this idea of when you get married, you go out there and then you find the person who you get married to. You can't expect them to literally come to your house, knocking at the door and hoping that they'll just kind of be there, right? And that is just this kind of fantasy thinking that happens. Now, I liken that to the topic of this episode because a lot of people have this mentality. They have this mentality that the opportunities and what you want in your life to happen, the things that you want to do will come to you if you behave yourself. Right? If you behave yourself, and that's really the main idea. If you behave yourself, if you look a certain way, if you follow social norms, if you act a certain way, and again, if you know the right people, if you have the right amount of followers, opportunities will come to you. And guess what? That works. That absolutely works. If you're putting yourself out there, people are going to come to you, right? But I wanted to bring this from a different stance as a person who really doesn't like doing that all the time. Sometimes I'm not even on social media, even as part of the nonprofit organization I'm a part of, the publishing house. Social media is just there for the use whenever, as long as we get the message out there, people will come through a different platform that we really want to connect with them on, which is on a more personal level, right? And if you're that kind of person, it seems to the world that you are unsuccessful. And for those who really watch things like how many followers you have, the way you look, the way you speak, do you fit the norm? Do you fit the standard of even whatever the standard is, then to most people that is success, right? You have made it. You have this many opportunities coming to you. You are speaking at this many events. Everyone is coming to you. You're getting paid this much, and that is literally like you've made it. However, like I said, if you're a kind of person who wants to connect more and nurture things much more, and if you prefer relationships over likes or relationships over being known, just for the sake of being known, right? Fame, then you will not feel aligned with that way of putting yourself out there. Now, here is another proposal for you. This is another idea of how you can do things. Now, use the example of my own organization, Strange Ink, right? So if you're a writer, if you're a Muslim woman writer, go on there. I'll add the link here. But this is a nonprofit organization. The goal is to elevate the authentic voices of Muslim women through publishing their books and other opportunities in nurturing their voices in many ways. So the reason why that organization was founded in the first place, which was, I believe, in 2014, the reason why is because around that time, there was a lot of events happening. There was a lot of poetry. There was a lot of poetry performances, should I say. I was performing at a few of them. My sister was performing at a few of them. But there was something that was really, really lacking. And the point of poetry being performed performed anywhere. And if you go to a huge convention, you'll always see the poets are performing in the entertainment session, right? Poetry is entertainment. But for me, it was something so much more, because I wanted to make it as a means of bridging a gap from Muslims to non-Muslims. It was about clearing up misconceptions about Islam within Islam and outside of Islam. And the way that was done was through poetry. So there'll be da'wah, which means calling and inviting and sharing the message of Islam, right? And that was done through poetry. And for me, it was so much more than entertainment. So whenever someone would say something like, oh, you're going to be entertaining us in the entertainment session to do a poetry, or we have this event, and then we were thinking it would be good to have a little segment of poetry, or we're having this kind of thing and it's poetry and it's entertainment all the time. And it would always kind of flinch when people said that. And the reason why is because it, for me, was something so much more. So what happened was, because the platform was being seen in a certain way by most people, I decided to create a platform of our own. And initially the idea of Strange Ink, now it's a publishing house, but initially it was an organization which was a grassroots poetry movement. We were going around in subways, we were around other places, we were around in New York, Union Square, Times Square, just saying poetry about Islam and handing leaflets out to people. And that's what poetry was for us. It was a bridge, it was a connection, it was something that was more than entertainment, and that just wasn't happening, and the opportunities were not there. So we created, me and a few other people, we created something that was our own opportunity. We gave other poets the platform to come and join us so we can do it together, right? We created our own opportunities. They just were not out there, and we were sick of being pick-me girls, right? So anyway, that's how Strange Ink was birthed. Same thing as why it became a publishing house. There is so many, and I don't want to go so much into Strange Incorporated as being a non-profit organization and all the things that we do. You can definitely find out more for yourself. I'll put it all in the information under this video. But the idea is about creating your own opportunities. If there is something that is lacking in the world and you hope to see it, and you hope people will approach you about something that you're good at, instead of waiting for people to recognize you, make your own opportunities. Give other people the opportunity, and do it from a place of giving instead of hoping that people will give to you, right? So that is really the main point of today's message. It is that instead of being someone who expects people and hopes for people to see them, create your own thing so you can see other people in the way that you hope that you could have been seen, and in the process you are fulfilling your true mission, you are living your legacy, you are able to create something beautiful in your vision because you envisioned it in that way. And yes, this is not to say do not collaborate with people. Absolutely, yes, collaborate with people. But it's important to have a firm foundation in who you are and what you want for your organization, or whatever it is that you're creating, for your book, for your work of art, for your business, before hoping that other people will come in there and help you and give you everything that you need, because it always starts with you. It always starts with me. And I really hope that we can grab these opportunities and create them if they are not available at this moment, and not wait for people to come to us and tell us that we are good enough, because we have everything that we need in order to be good enough in the standard of excellence. I really hope this video was helpful for you, and I do have a free downloadable for you as well. It is from my book, The Woke Writer. It is a chapter all about letting go, and is basically about the concept of surrender. The whole book is about inspiration and how to use inspiration in order to create your masterpiece. There is also a video series which is free. It is a course which is free on every single chapter of the book, so please do grab your one. All the information is under this video, as well as the link to Strange Incorporated. If you are a Muslim woman writer, you are interested in joining an amazing community where we want to give you the opportunity to join us, and you can share your work and create your own opportunities on that platform as well. Have a beautiful and blessed day, everyone. Peace.